I've made up a story. Jesus was talking to his disciples, and he said, "You know those hypocrites?" He's talking about the Pharisees, of course. "You know those hypocrites? I've made them really angry, so watch out. I think they may cause trouble for us when we go to Jerusalem." And the next part of the story happens, years later, maybe 7 or 8 years later. And one of the disciples is talking to New Christian A. And New Christian A says, "So did Jesus know he was going to be crucified?" And the disciple says, "Jesus predicted that there was going to be problems. He knew that the Pharisees were going to cause trouble for him when we went to Jerusalem." And a year or two later, New Christian A is talking to New Christian B. And he says, "Oh yes, Jesus knew exactly what was going to happen when they went to Jerusalem. He knew the problems he was coming up against." And a couple of years later, New Christian B is talking to New Christian C. And he says, "Yes, Jesus knew that he was going to be crucified. He knew everything that was going to happen because he was the Son of God. So of course he knew." And New Christian C talked to New Christian D. And he said, "Yes, Jesus predicted, he prophesied everything that was going to happen. He knew he was going to be crucified. He predicted both the crucifixion and the resurrection." And that New Christian spoke to the writer of Mark's Gospel. And this is what Mark wrote. "Then he began to teach them that the Son of Man must undergo great suffering and be rejected by the elders, the chief priests and the scribes, and be killed, and after 3 days rise again." So you can see the point I'm making. Is that a real prophecy that Jesus made before he died? Or is it the result of people telling people of something Jesus thought that actually isn't a prophecy, but just a prediction based on known facts? How can we ever find out the truth?
The things that you're liable to read in the Bible, it ain't necessary.